Following podcast may be explicit. One Joe Young presents Adventures from the Shed, a tabletop RPG podcast. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com. And you are finding us here at Adventures from the Shed online. We are getting ready to start a real game session with this cool World of Darkness system that Eli's going to be leading us through. Before we kick it over to Eli, we're going to go around and say hi. I'll start with me since I'm here first. I am Joe, and I am playing Jonesy Joneson, who I'm describing as the Oblivious Engineer. I think we don't have anything like different races and classes, so to speak, for this system, so I think everybody can just go around and introduce like that. Zeb, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Zeb. I'm Crawford Barlett. I'm a subatomic physicist thrown into this crazy world.
A physicist of things that are subatomic. He himself is not subatomic.
No, yeah. Well, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
And let's go to Randy next.
Speaking of no class and subatomic, hi guys, Randy. Good to see you guys. I'll be playing the nerdy chemist Isaac Usick Wialsik. He's related to Saunders apparently, or Sanders, or whichever.
Nice.
It was.
Saunders.
Sanders.
And hey, let's kick it over to Mr. Eli to get us going.
Hi, I'm Eli. I am the storyteller for this session. So I think we should start off with a recap. What happened in the last session? I'm going to pass this off to the most tired one of the group here, Joe. What do you
really
remember
ask
of our
me
last session?
what we did last time? I made a character. This one.
That is true. We went through the character creation process and touched up finalized details for everybody here.
And this one, for me at least, I know one of the things I did not finish up was the specializations we talked about. But overall, the character I made, the idea was to make an investigator who really cares more about kind of like the equipment and the mood of everything. And the mood should always be mellow and relaxed. Everyone should just relax. Okay. And if something breaks, I'll fix it eventually. Don't worry about it. It'll get fixed. It'll go. So that was kind of how I pitched my character. Honestly, don't remember a lot about what others had done, but we did talk about how we are a research team. Originally, Eli had said field team. Then he said, you know what? You guys are probably more suited to research because we picked some smarty pantses rather than the punchy punches, I guess. So we're research team 6. We are part of the BAAC, which I don't remember what that acronym was, but it's something about things that aren't normal.
Badass Awesome Club.
I don't think that's what it really was. That's just what we wanted it to be.
It's it's the vandalism that they write on like the bathroom stalls to hype themselves up.
Nice. Yep, the Badass Awesome Club. And we so we also learned the organization we work for, the back. Baby's got back, apparently. And it is like pseudo-governmental but private. We do work for the government, but we don't work for the government. And we're not funded very well. And I think we are just getting ready to go investigate the first thing that we were getting ready to go investigate, which I don't remember enough of to give it any more information than that.
So the setting is a near modern setting, and we are in Kentucky.
No.
Sorry, go ahead.
Your home base is Harvard, Kentucky.
Oh, that's our home basis. So where are we currently?
You are in the fictional city of Copano Nuevo in the state of Texas.
Oh, Texas. That's my caps lock on.
If at any point you want to do out of session research on the local area to get a better feel for the geography, it's in the Copano Bay area of Texas. Next to, I think it's the Aransas Wildlife Preserve Park, whatever it was.
And we were at St. Andrews, what was it, Cathedral or something like that? Or what was the area thing with St. Andrews? I missed that part.
Yeah, there was something about the statues. Now I remember there were statues things. Sometimes they were bleeding, sometimes they were weeping. And we were going to check out the statues.
So you have been tasked with confirming the death or the recovery of Special Agent Victor Cruz, a higher ranking member of the BAAC, or the Bureau of Anomalous Acquisitions and Containment. Hello, cat. Goodbye, cat. You're sent to find him, dead or alive, and come back home in one piece. Your only lead on his disappearance was that he was last seen by the statue of Saint Andrew in located in the courtyard of a local Catholic church. That was the last place anybody saw him. He disappeared shortly afterward, and the only know of this because all of his tech went offline, and then he did not report back when he was supposed to next. There's a better way to word that sentence. It escaped me.
Okay. Then a few questions. If we were to find him alive, do we bring him back with us?
Yes.
If we were to find him dead, do we find out why he's dead?
That was not explained.
Okay.
They did not make that part clear in the briefing.
Found dead, come back home. Okay.
Right? But I mean,
Okay.
they didn't say that was the protocol.
My other notes I have is we are acting as cryptozoologists to find chupacabra variant. That's what I
Yes, El Chupanibre.
Chupanibre.
It's the Chumpacabra.
Chupa
No, I don't know how to spell it.
El Chumpa
He said it was Nacho Libre.
knee caps braid.
Your current cover is that you are a group of cryptozoologists on the search for El Chupanibre, a local legend.
I got to write that because that would be important to me.
You
Gotta
have
find the chupa thingy. How about that?
Yeah. Chupa that.
you have a fake blog that you run, detailing some other adventures. It's pretty bare bones. Did you have any other questions?
Okay, so in the landmarks that I wrote down was a paper mill, a large brewery, and a large motel that we have 2 weeks to stay in. And we found the end of the episode last time on the bed.
Yep, that's pretty much everything. In the town, the two like powerhouses of the economy are a steel mill and a paper mill, and there's also been a brewery that has opened up recently. The motel itself is not very large. It's, I'd say, average sized. It is a rather cheap motel. And yes, you do indeed have 2 weeks in that motel. At least that's what headquarters has paid for. If you have to stay beyond that 2 week count, then you're paying for it out of pocket.
I don't want to do that.
Well, be good at your job.
We got like one bottle of water and 2 granola bars to split between us for a week of paid work, right?
Each of you has a small backpack that carries some really basic like hiking supplies. As far as like food expenses, that is covered by your resource background. At resources 2, you've got roughly $1,000, $2,000 that you can spend kind of loosely. The more mundane things will be assumed to be covered already. It's really buying something specific or particularly expensive that you're going to have to worry about money. There is between you, I believe, 2 handguns, a laptop, a basic toolkit, and a flashlight, was it?
I don't remember the laptop. Who would have had a laptop? Because I had a basic toolkit, automotive tool thing.
And
Yeah, and I took pepper spray.
I mean, it would make sense for my character to have a laptop because that would go along with the way I would play it, but I didn't remember there being one.
It would
And I
make
took
sense
a-
for any of y'all to have a laptop.
I took a gunsmithing kit. That's what I chose.
Then it was a mistake on my part. It was supposed to be part of the standard equipment that they gave you, so that way you would have reliable access to not only like email and internet and stuff, but also be able to use any sort of programs that you need that you could not run on your phone.
Jonesy, how are we supposed to call these guys if we find out what happened?
With
Dude,
my
man, we'll get a
laptop.
hold of them. We'll get a hold of them if we need to get a hold of them. Relax, man.
Are you going to give us a laptop? Because I'll take the laptop if that's the case.
Yes, there is one laptop in your communal inventory.
All right.
All three of you have the login.
Ooh, I get the
Credentials.
keyboard.
I forgot about the spare black suitcase. Let's see what's in it.
Dude,
Oh, a
that's like
laptop.
$1 million, man.
Guys, my backpack's real stiff. I wonder why. Let me check it out. Oh, look, it's a laptop.
It's just a laptop. Leave me alone.
How'd this get in here?
No wonder my back feels so straight.
We
Anyways.
curved and hunched over.
We did leave off in the motel. You open the door, and they're lying on the bed waiting for you. Was the end of the episode.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's over
And
again. Dang it.
And I made sweet, sweet love to the end of the episode all week. Now we're back.
I don't remember that being canon.
We got some sweet game there,
That-
buddy.
That was not part of the sign off last session.
Crawford recorded the whole thing on the laptop. We're putting it on the internet making buco bucks.
Yeah.
Buco
You know
bucks.
what? This is just going to turn into an OnlyFans episode. We're good. We don't need anything else.
Honest Gage, we got 2 weeks.
Randy, please tell me that's not the voice you're going with. If it is, you're gonna have to keep it up, and I will put you to it.
Oh, it is.
All right. With that established, we can get into the motel room proper. It is a very grimy, poorly maintained motel on the outside. You can see that several of the AC units, they're all individual like window units just slapped in. Some are duct taped on. Some of them have like half of the caulking to to seal them in missing. The clerk, when you went to check in, was just like, all right, yeah, you're in room 3 on the first floor. Door's unlocked. Shut up,
We're all
cat.
sharing.
Yes, all 3 of you are sharing the one room. I swear to God, cat.
There's too many pillows in here. Less is more.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm assuming twin beds and one of us sleeps in the bathtub.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be the chair.
Yeah.
Jonesy would like probably sit in a meditative position on the chair, sleeping all night. That would fit the personality.
Meditative.
Yeah, exactly.
He's
I'm
like,
not asleep. I'm not asleep.
Isaac would probably take out all of his white lab shirts and take a fresh one on, then take the next one that he was wearing off, and just start taking the complementary iron to it and just start cleaning that one out. And they all look exactly the same.
You would find the ironing board in there, but the iron is missing.
There's no iron. I'll be right back.
As touched on in the last episode, there's outside of like the bare minimum furniture, there's nothing in here. Like even the complimentary Bible is just gone.
Dude, he's going to talk to the manager, man. That's no good.
Fine, I can buy with a freaking iron. I 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm good for 5 days. I'll buy new clothes later.
buy new clothes.
There
ain't no
on that
laundromat?
note, you did notice as you were being
Steam cleaned.
as you were being driven down to the motel, there is a laundromat just down the way.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, where did I put that? I had a written description to actually give you all. I organized my thoughts for this beforehand. I swear to God. I'll go ahead and read that off right now. Taking a deeper look into the motel, you see more signs of neglect in the building. Dried stains on the ceiling betray a leaky roof. Bits of carpet are seemingly fused together through heat or some unknown crust. At least the bathroom looks mostly clean. The tile is old and the grout has withered in a few places, but at least there's only a small speck of mold in there. The mirror has been replaced with a piece of polished metal bolted to the wall, prison style. Outside of the room, there's a couple of vending machines by the front office and an ice machine on the far end of the rooms. The ice machine has a faded, out of order sticker slapped onto the front. There are a
Guys.
few buildings on this road, as you are very near the edge of town.
Guys,
To one side, you see a corner store, and on the other, about 100 feet away, is a laundromat. Across the
bosses
road,
are really cheap.
across the road, you see a chain link fence with several no trespassing and beware of dog signs. Beyond that, you see the looming buildings of Derek's steel mill. The land between the fence and the steel mill is obscured by several very densely planted trees just on the other side of the fence.
All right.
Okay. How do we know it's a nice machine? How do we know it's not a mean machine? Because it's out of order.
They put it out of order because it was mean.
It wasn't nice enough. Yeah.
It was actually, it was too nice for its own good. This side of town, you can't be having any weakness like that.
Jonesy,
Yep.
you can fix that, can't you?
A bunch of greasers came and beat it up.
So there's really not much around this area then. I mean, other than run down everything
Did we
and abandoned.
during day, or is it nighttime? Or are we turning in for the night, like rolled in super late?
You have gotten here. You know what? Roll a d10 for me.
Okay. All right, let's see. Ugh. I rolled a 10.
That's a 10. Should have green
Then
and everything. Like it's
you
an
are-
awesome 10.
You're actually getting here a little ways after sundown. It's probably, you would say it's probably about dinner time.
Okay. Around dinner time, huh?
You'll have enough time to familiarize yourself with the immediate area, maybe go out on an exploratory walk, then bed down for the night. This will be the conclusion of day 1 of the investigation.
Or you guys want to go to the vending machine, get some grub?
Do they have they have curry in there that I can heat up with water?
Curry?
I'll take ramen too.
All right, only one way to find out. Let's go.
Dude, like whatever the winds provide, I'll have it, man. That's cool.
That's why we brought too long.
The vending machine does not have any quick prep food items. It is all sugary or salty snacks, and a bit of gum in there.
Is there a cheese Danish in there?
And a bit of gum.
There's not a cheese Danish, but there is a cherry jelly roll.
Ugh.
Ew, they have Oreo-itos, a combination of Oreo and Dorito. Disgusting.
Oh, I can taste that now. That's like orange juice and toothpaste.
Brought to you by
Thanks, Randy.
Bachelor Chow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
There's
gonna
the off-brand chips, truffles.
That's a second Futurama reference today for those paying attention.
I'm gonna assume that the front desk is open. Can I go in there and ask him about our immediate areas?
Yeah, you go into the front office. The clerk is looks rather bored. They're leaning back in their chair, kind of staring up at the ceiling. It looks like they're muttering to themselves. You hear the little bell goes off as you walk in. They slowly roll their head back. Something wrong with the room.
Is he saying, why did I kill Victor Cruz? Why did I kill Victor Cruz? Dang it.
How's it
close.
going there, boss? Big hoss, whatever Southern people say to people they don't know. Hey, what is there anywhere that we can, like, within walking distance, that we could go, grab a bite to eat somewhere?
There's Bill's.
Bill's?
He nods his head in the direction of the corner store.
I guess I look I look in that general direction. I'm like, well, I guess it's better than nothing. Let's go.
Bill, you down there?
If you're looking for like a restaurant, closest thing is gonna be closest thing's gonna be Burger Monarch. Well, that's a couple streets down. It's a little bit of a walk. I go there sometimes. Fries are all right. Unless Becky's on shift. If Becky's on shift, get a burger.
Oh my God, Becky.
Yeah, seriously. Well, thank you for your suggestions. What do you guys want? What do you fellas want to do?
By the way, did anyone by the last name Cruz ever check in here the last several days?
Cruz?
Yes.
Who's asking?
Me.
Get the fuck out of my office.
It's a guy named Theodore stopped by on his way to Cancun during a storm. Can't remember.
This isn't anything reminiscent of an office. There is one counter that has the outdated computer, his keyboard, and a little cup that has like some pens in it, and what you're pretty sure is a cigarette.
Can your Yelp score go into the negatives? Because I'm going to try.
What?
Yeah, what?
Can your Yelp score go into the negatives? Because I'm going to
try. I was just going to say, I imagine someone this aggressive is probably sitting on a medicine ball.
Or a milk crate.
Look, right. I don't know anybody that comes through here personally. All right, I just check the name, and if the name's good, they've got the room. I mean, I'm not asking, which one of you here is Waldenberger. Like,
that's okay.
Your business.
We didn't mean no harm. We didn't mean to pass judgment on nobody or nothing like that. So, come on, fellas, let's go down to that burger joint that he was telling us about.
They serve Waldenburgers there, man.
If you would like to press this line of questioning, you can give me a composure socialize or composure intimidation.
Composure intimidation.
All right. So go ahead and roll those dice for me.
Just got to figure out where everything's at. Okay, there it is. And then I just clicked the little die thing. And it didn't immediately roll. How does that work? Where's the little die thing at?
You have to click the red die.
Oh, I thought you meant the one on the left. Okay. Let's see. Composure, intimidation, plus Theban sorcery. Why is that still up there?
Ignore Theban sorcery.
Okay.
Ignore it.
I've done some testing and it's not actually changing anything. Okay, you've got 2 successes. So he with composure intimidation, you kind of take a second to regather yourself with the audacity of this man. It's an innocent question. I mean, maybe Cruz is my friend. Who the fuck does this guy think he is? You kind of lean in a bit closer and you just kind of give him a little glare and the
lights.
I'm just trying to be neighborly.
The lights reflect onto his glasses. It's like,
the one ceiling light whites out your glasses. And he's just like,
the rest of my face goes dark. It's like, tell me if he's been here or not, or I won't be responsible for who cleans up the mess. Because we'll fuck that room up.
We'll be eating raw meat in that room.
You think you're the first guy to come in here and try to strong arm me for information? Look, clearly you don't know how things work around here. I'll be nice to you. I didn't have anybody by the name of Cruz come through here. I know a few Cruzes. I've met a few Cruzes just the other week, but nobody by that name has been through here. All right.
Okay, fine. I believe you, but I was going to tell you that he's Tom Cruise's brother, and you could get an autograph, but whatever.
Ugh. Look, if you really need to find someone, and I mean, he kind of like leans in, find someone. I know a guy, but why don't you go and have dinner? You seem pretty interested in that burger monarch. If he's available, I'll see about putting him in touch with you.
That would be very excellent indeed. Thank you, sir.
So want a Waldenburger now, man.
As you guys are walking out, like you'll hear him under his breath, just jackass.
I like that Isaac has this Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde thing going on.
Oh yeah.
Like the dorkiest person possible.
Well,
I'll kill you.
We gotta worry about whether he's Isaac or Isaac at any given time, right? It's changed personalities like crazy, man.
no, he's Isaac when he's normal. He's Usick when he's this alter ego, and he's we all sick when he has to bring in the big guns.
We all sick when I need to bring out the gun. Anyway,
That could save your throat from doing the voice.
the voice isn't an issue. It's just letting you guys understand what I'm saying. With my level 77 sorcerer.
It's a lot of Sanders in there. I like it. Sanders Saunders.
All right.
So we're gonna go check out the burger joint.
Yes, Waldenberg.
A monotheistic. Well,
the guy at the desk office thing said that he wasn't going to tell you if there was somebody named Waldenberger, so that stuck in my head. I don't think that was the name of the burger place.
No,
He said Waldenberger. I'm like, the burger place serves Waldenbergers. I want one of those.
It was Bill's, and then he said there's another.
Bill's is the name of the corner store. Burger
Oh.
Monarch is the nearest restaurant. It's just a fucking fast food place.
And if whoever's working, get the burger. I can't remember her name. Wendy or something.
Becky.
Yes.
What? You know what? Crawford, give me an intelligence, just straight.
full intelligence.
Yeah.
Just get all smart up in here, will you?
Get that brain power going. Just go.
Let's see what happens.
Get the old southern charm.
I'm trying here.
I'll see a roll eventually. There we go. Here we go.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
I'm just gonna roll 1, 2, 3, 3d10s.
There you go. Oh, not so good.
Not so.
Yeah,
good.
you're not sure what the hell he meant by that Waldenberger comment. That was a bit weird. Like that's none of you guys.
It's like that comic. Where's Waldenberger?
It's a short hike to the fast food place. You get in, you have your meal, you inquire about Becky. They tell you, sir, we can't tell you anything about employees at the store on or off shift. What'll it be?
I'll take. I take whatever soup related item they have.
Sir, this is Burger Monarch.
You guys
We
don't have
serve
soup?
soup. Where are you from? You've got to be from up north.
Everywhere's got soup.
He speaks like a southerner, but he's up north.
Kind of like yells back to the dude on the grill, "Hey, we got any soup? I can make one."
Dude,
Yeah,
That
I
one
just
you
hot
start up.
I'm a chemist. Get a bunch of hot water, get some tomatoes, just go put them in there, smash them all to hell. And then you can
Look.
serve them some tomatoes.
I'll charge you a number 2 meal for a soup. How about that?
sounds good to me.
All
I'm
right,
not too
sure.
picky. It just needs to be a liquid.
Yeah, your orders are taken. The food is given to you, and the soup in particular is a bit weird. I mean, it's got most of the things you put in a soup. It's got some onion, it's got some tomato, it's got chunks of beef that is thoroughly cooked. To the
I'm not
grill
getting
chef's
sick from
credit,
this.
he's actually prepared something edible. It's not necessarily tasty, but it's edible. And they serve it to you in a large fountain drink cup.
Nice.
Cool.
My general shouts is an awfully lot like boneless wings.
Yeah, I slap the lid on the cup and drink the soup through the straw.
Jesus Christ. It gets clogged several times.
Soup on the go.
They made a soup out of pickles.
Yeah, and I do that chocolate milk thing where I like blow into the straw.
Oh, this short walk, it was maybe 30 minutes, but it's brought you into town proper. You've moved past some a few residential properties, but now you're in what looks to be a minor shopping center. There's the Burger Monarch, there's 2 other fast food places, a strip mall, and an elementary school nearby. With it now well past sundown, Streetlights are on. There's more vehicle activity over here than there was over by the motel. You do see a few people walking up and down the strip mall, going in and out of different stores. On one street corner, you do see what looks to be a group of hoodlums. What's the term? Loitering.
Loitering.
Yes.
So when the elementary is in hours, the strip mall keeps its clothes on, right?
Randy?
Oh, you don't allow a strip mall within 500 yards of an elementary school, I think is what Randy's saying.
Yes, that's pretty much what I'm saying. Yes.
Because the strippers at the mall, you see.
It's just a
Strip
mall.
mall.
Then.
Yeah.
I'm
What-
going to hurt one of you. I don't know when. I don't know
I'm
how.
choosing to ignore this line of questioning.
Really gunning for that. Yeah, you were funniest. XP, aren't you?
I'm always gunning for the funniest. It just won't ever happen.
It's just here I can be rewarded for it.
Yeah.
Bonus
points. Let's go.
Activity is starting to wind down as people have finally reached their homes. They're not at their jobs. Several of these strip mall places are clearly closed. The town has a very kind of boring aura, is the best I could describe it, that Joneson would be picking up on.
Those
Yeah,
hoodlums
there would
pretty
be
much.
there would be the way that I was thinking about this before, because you had asked me as far as like the unseen sense, and I'm still thinking I like the idea of it's like itching on the back of the neck, but it starts with a breeze. When you feel that breeze across the back, it doesn't have to be cold or warm or anything specific, but there's a breeze there, and I think I'm going to treat a lot of what he says as pertains to wind and breezes and stuff like that. So, yeah, in that case, he would definitely pick up a breeze of something, or and it's the feel rather than the like it's not the smell of anything either.
Yeah, around here, to put it into radio terms, it feels like dead air. It's just wow.
And that would be
the vibes are immaculate.
Yeah,
and boring.
Yeah. And I did have a question as far as our cover story. Are we supposed to be propagating that? Like, are we supposed to be making people think we're out here for the choopy stuffy?
It's left up to your best judgment. If you
Okay.
feel that it's going to be better for you in the long term, quote unquote, to like really establish that cover, then do with it what you will. Otherwise, it's just a line to give somebody if they ask, "Oh, well, what are you doing in the area?" Because clearly, you all are not going to be from around here. People are going to notice. It's already been noticed.
Yeah. Because the reason I was saying it that way is that Jones is easily steerable. If at any point he thought he was supposed to be talking about it, as we're walking down the street with just random people going by, I'd be asking them if they know about the chewed up knee brace or whatever. Yeah.
Do you know anything about El Candelabra?
You mean Lumiere?
We're looking for Lumiere.
Oh gosh. Would after your meal, would you be rather, Randy, it sounded like you had something to say or ask about the hoodlums earlier.
Yes, I was wondering, since we're a bunch of dorky looking scientists walking around, would they have taken notice of us and started?
You're dressed in casual clothes.
Oh, okay.
Like jeans,
Look at
t-shirt,
you.
maybe one or two, or maybe even all three of you are wearing shorts. You know what? Maybe you do look a bit dorky.
I have chosen the backwards hat as a representation of the character. My character would indeed wear a baseball cap backwards.
My character would be wearing a turtleneck and maybe black jeans.
Steve Jobs
I'm
on the job.
Classic blue jeans tucked in, white button-up shirt.
Ooh, like Napoleon Dynamite, but with like better hair.
Yeah.
Napoleon Firecracker.
I need everybody in the party to roll me a presence streetwise.
Oh my.
Presence. Take off that.
I can find these things. Presence is in the third block there.
Yeah. This,
You.
excuse
And
me.
streetwise, you say.
Excuse me.
Ugh.
Being out of towners and it being sundown, you are all easy marks for any ne'er-do-wells of the night.
Oh, I also have 0 successes.
All right. So while Jonesy and Isaac are definitely kind of giving that doe-eyed, fresh to the world look as they try and take in the surroundings, Crawford recognizes, yeah, this is probably, we probably shouldn't be drawing attention to ourselves like this.
Look
And,
at all this money in my wallet.
as you are walking around, you, Crawford, make a concerted effort to guide the group, or at the very least to convey that you are in charge here.
All right.
Damn right.
Put that down. We
Here,
don't
your
need to fall off
dorks.
the floor.
Soup in hand. Hey, put that down.
Come on. man.
Why do you still
Bring
have that?
in
You didn't
cattle.
finish it?
Walking around and trying to familiarize yourself with the immediate area a bit more, though the hoodlums do take notice of your group, and one of them looks like he's about to start walking towards y'all when, Crawford, you make eye contact with a different one, and the second one kind of reaches a hand out and kind of like playfully smacks the dude that was about to start walking. You see him shake his head a bit.
Well, I ain't gonna say nothing to him or nothing like that. I'm just gonna keep eye contact and continue walking down the way that we were going.
As you're walking down, he gives you a short little head nod and just kind of looks away. Like, all right, yeah, that's the end of this exchange here. All right, I see you, motherfucker.
Yeah, and I'm like, I see you too.
Is this how people socialize?
Are you seeing something over there? Why are you stopping? Let's go.
I broke that man down to his.
I haven't counted all of my 50s yet.
To his fundamental particles.
Yeah.
His most
Humans are
basic
made of-
components.
Yeah, humans are made of 17 components.
See, on this bin, they drew sunglasses on his face, and on this bin,
Yeah.
why are you staring over there?
Well, I guess since it seems like we're in kind of a seedy area, and it's kind of sun's down and everything like that, and I don't necessarily want to be caught with my pants down out here. So I'd suggest to our group to head back to the hotel for this first night.
Very wise idea. Let's go.
Yeah, man.
I
Right on.
just rest my hand on my tucked away pistol because you said it was seedy, and like, oh yeah, probably a good idea to be ready.
All right. Make your way back to the motel, get settled in for the night. Is anybody going to be doing anything before calling it into the first day?
Is there specific things that we can do?
You can always look into local history, local culture. You can use your laptop or your phone to go to the local Chamber of Commerce site, see what's actually in the town.
Yeah, I'm gonna
You can
Google Maps the town.
I was about to say you could study a map to familiarize yourself with street names, major thoroughfares. At the very least, figure out where downtown is, or this church.
That would be what I would do if I'm being completely honest, is I would look at a map.
Were you using the laptop to do that, or were you getting an actual map for that?
I would say the laptop. I mean, it's modern times, right? So Google Maps is pretty
I'll just
good or whatever.
stare over your shoulder, then and be like, "Look at that right there! No, click there. No, not that one. Take the other one."
Street view.
Why are you doing street view? Satellite aerial view is much better.
You gotta use satellite. That's what I was gonna say too.
So you spent about a good, I would say, 40 minutes to an hour just studying Google Maps, trying to get at least what looks to be the major streets going.
Oh, Crawford, I gotta go see what that guy if he found out if his friend's Freddy, but that can talk to us.
Okay, please don't get lost.
It's just over there. So I leave to go to the office.
All right. Getting to the office. By the time you've gotten back here, it's there's a different clerk here at this office. It's an elderly woman.
Oh,
She looks to you. Was there something you needed?
I'm sorry. There was a gentleman here earlier.
Oh yes, he's gone home for today. He only works the days. I work the nights.
Oh, I'm sorry to bother you. Yes. He was gonna give me a message, but I guess he's not here. A message, but he's not here. You didn't catch that. Do you have a ironing board and an iron?
Is your room missing both?
It's missing the iron.
Okay, just give me a second here. And she, with great effort and pain, reaches under the
I can do that for
counter.
you.
No customers behind the counter.
Okay, I'll stay over here. Rolls eyes a little.
She puts a gun on the table. Like, come back here.
I have one of those.
Comes back up with an iron and hands you both the iron and then the other end of the power cord.
Ma'am, this is a game of Monopoly. I can't use that.
I was expecting it to be like some mobster thing where she just smacks him across the head with the iron. Here's your damn iron.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
It's got like it's got like this big like just hunk of weird tech on it. All right, don't go further than 50 feet from the building. It
Now-
will explode.
It'll explode.
No, it's just a regular iron.
I know someone who can use that.
Here's the spare that we keep. Go ahead and just bring that on back when you're done.
Okay, I will do that. And we'll be here for 2 weeks. Can I bring it back at the end of this day?
That's the office equipment.
Can you
Each
replace
room's
the one in
supposed
our
to
room?
have its own. Well, I can let the owner know and he'll get onto it as soon as he can.
Are all the rooms taken?
I'm not allowed to answer that.
If there's an empty room, then I have an empty iron spot. You can put that one into my room. No? Okay. I'll just take this one. Sorry. Okay, bye.
Sir, go away.
Just leave. Bye.
Sir, I'm trying to help you, but like, shut up.
I'm sorry. Basic information and facts is above you, but I'll go now.
She looks incredibly offended as you exit the front office.
He turns around, sticks up his middle finger, eat my ass, and then leaves.
Can I since I've been studying this Google map for the past 30 minutes, I do have the merit eidetic memory. Do you have like a map or something that you could just share with me since I have, you know what I mean? As a recall.
I do have a rough map of the city. It does not have like names or anything on it.
Okay. I mean, I can at least like make them up.
I mean, yeah, that's true. You could. Can I do that there?
Nice. I do see that.
All right, good. I've just moved everybody in the Roll20 scene to the rough city map that I've done. Like I said, there's not any street names here, but that's the rough layout of the city. The
moved around some on my screen. I don't know about everybody else's. There you go. There we go.
Yeah. The motel itself is in the northeastern corner, along with that corner store and laundromat. So it's a little outside of town, at least the main portion. This is also, of course, where the steel mill is, right by the water here. There's that big empty spot up there. That's all steel mill.
Cool.
What is like approximate scale on this? Like from the motel to St. Andrew Church, is that like a mile, or just to get an idea of how big this area is?
Oh god, I didn't put the scale on that map. I do not have that information on hand. I know there is that information available somewhere, but it's not on
No
hand.
problem.
No worries.
My apologies.
I'll live. Maybe. No, I will.
You
Yeah.
fucking
I
better.
will.
With that, you'll end your first day of investigation.
Righteous.
Nice.
Waking up bright and early to somebody's alarm, because I'm sure at least one of you sets 4 of them.
That would be Isaac, and none of them are wrinkled. They are all
And-
perfectly flat alarms.
Isaac would have also gotten up like an hour before it went off and started ironing his shirts.
The alarms are not wrinkled, Joe. So what is it? Just like a fucking flat tone? Just beep.
Exactly. That's all it is, man.
Maybe I should
Turn
set
it
this-
off.
Get up. Okay, I'll do it instead. Beep. Beep.
And then I like really angrily like go to the bathroom, like slam the door.
Yes, the anger shits.
It's top of the morning to you, cowboy.
We like to call that a rage dump.
Yeah, when I come out after my shower, I'm like soup went right through me.
Oh, you woke up. I see the south does rise again.
Anyways,
Oh,
you
man.
go about your morning rituals. How would you like to start your investigation since you've settled in?
I investigate all my clothes to see if they are all perfectly ironed.
There
So
as well as
now
you
our
could get 'em.
little dingy hotel room smells like steam and disappointment.
All of the humidity from the shower has leaked into the main room, and there is now a very unpleasant scent. It's not strong, but it's like you walk into the room and you're just like, ugh.
It's like when you go camping and like the water's like not potable, but you can still take a shower with it.
Yep, exactly.
Gross. I start throwing all my clothes into a bag real quick.
Suck all the air out. It's like one of those vacuum bags.
I was about to say, like,
Man.
he instead of his actual special item, he's got one of those special vacuum sealers.
Mhm.
I'm gonna take this thing back and give it to the guy. I'm gonna get that information. Anyone want to come with me?
Yeah,
I need to go outside and take a breath, man.
We'll be walking outside for a minute.
All right.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna hang out at the not go with them, and I'm gonna stand on the balcony outside and have myself a little cigarette.
So you're
All of my
going
characters smoke.
you're going up to the second floor to have a cigarette on the balcony.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm getting a lay of the land.
Yep. With your elevated position, you can just barely see over the trees of the fence, and I'll get to that in a second. Firstly, Isaac, you get to the main office or the front office, and you see the gentleman that was there yesterday there, and he looks very upset. As soon as you walk in, you
Hello, sir. How are you doing?
sees the iron in your hand, goes over to you and takes it. You ever talk to Miss Perkins the way you did last night, I'm shooting you on sight. You
I'm
fucking
sorry.
understand me?
I understand loud and clear. And so about the iron for my room.
What? It give you problems?
No, I need it replaced so I can have one for every day.
I'll let the manager know, and he'll get it done as soon as he can.
Look,
He's
I'm
not
sorry.
He's not gonna comp me for an iron, so I can't just go get one.
Look, I'm
He
sorry.
goes and
I was just trying to
put it
explain to
away.
her that if all the rooms are not being used, I could use just one of the ones from the other room and put it in ours. And she did not want to work with me. And I was a long night. And I'm sorry. It was a long travel to get here.
Hey, I'm not the one you gotta fucking apologize to.
I'll see her tonight, I guess.
Yeah, you will.
When I come back to get the iron again, since you guys probably won't have it in there.
I'm gonna assume that I can hear this whole conversation from the balcony. I'm just laughing.
Yeah, you can't hear the whole conversation. It's very muffled, but you can hear the clerk like yelling.
We're switching to music now mode. And
Mhm.
all right, so about those details, what's going on with this guy of yours? Did you get a hold of him? Is he free? Can he help us out?
He's a little busy right now. He said he'll get back to me 2-3 days, maybe. But
Anyway, he can do it a little faster.
yeah, that's gonna be on him. He said he's got something going on. He's got something going on.
Well, what do we use? Just it's modern society, so it's cash pretty much. What is our cash on hand anyway? Like, is enough for basic meals and stuff for each day, or I think we really talked.
Why do you ask?
I think he's looking to grease the wheels of
Yes.
information.
I am looking to give him some money and be like, there might be more money for him in it too if we speed this up a little bit. But that's if I had the disposable income to go and do that.
Go ahead and give me a manipulation resources roll.
How does a shiny nickel and a shiny penny sound, huh?
Resources.
Hey, make it 2 shiny nickels, bro.
Oh, Crawford, can I borrow a nickel?
Hey, this nickel ain't shiny.
I'm confused about the resource roll. What do you mean by that?
So you're going to roll your manipulation, and you're going to roll an extra dice for as many resources dots that you have. So if the total is 5 dice, then just roll me 5d10s. If the total is 3, just roll me 3.
I'm not seeing resource because isn't that the one that's on like page 3?
It was
Yeah.
I think we
resources is a character merit.
Yeah.
Altogether, you all have access to the same resource pool, which is valued at 2 dots.
So you're using all our money.
Okay.
He's not using up the dots. He just gets to use 2 dice, right? I mean, we still each have 2 resources when he's done.
Well, you don't each have 2 resources. You all have access.
We have access to the same one, right?
To,
but it
to
stays
the same
2
dice.
I guess is what I'm saying. Yeah.
Probably.
Well, all right, Randy, don't roll so horribly that we lose everything now, please.
So what's your
manipulation? I still don't really
for?
understand this. So my manipulation is 2, and then page 3 we have that merits of resources, which is 2 as well.
So what you're gonna do is just roll 4d10 for me.
All right. Keep on getting lost on this page. So should I just not even bother clicking manipulation? Just roll 4 standard d10 then?
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh, that's
Ooh, do you want to re-roll that 10? That is your only success.
I will also re-roll the 10 because you can add it, right? So
yes, if
you roll it and you don't succeed, that's bad.
No, it was if he rolls a 1, it's bad.
Yeah. If he doesn't get an extra success, then he's only at 1 success, which is what you need for most situations. If he rolls a 1, that'll take away the 1 success, so it's just a regular failure.
What do you think, guys? Reroll?
I mean, it's a 1 in 10 chance. I would say roll it.
Let's do it.
That's
all right.
Not negative.
So, out of 5 total dice rolled, you only got 1 success. He kind of thinks it over to himself. You give him a dollar amount. He goes a little higher, and he says, "You know what? I think on that he might bite. I don't know what he's dealing with, so it's not a guarantee, but I mean, I'll let him know what's on the line."
I appreciate that. I'm sorry about talking to lady's name here because I didn't write down what you said her name was.
Miss
Perkins.
Something. Yeah. So
I'm sorry about what I said to Miss Perkins, and I'll make it up tonight.
Again, that's between you and her now. But if my buddy does come through, then he's probably going to be meeting you here.
By the way, what is your name?
I'm not answering that, man.
How can I ask for you if I don't know your name?
Look, just leave me out of this as much as you can. All
right, Bob.
This whole time he's wearing a name tag, and Isaac refuses to read it.
You think this ran down place that he's gonna wear a name tag? You don't want people to know who he is. Is he wearing a name tag?
He's not. He's not wearing a name tag. No.
Is it embroidered on his shirt or whatever?
I love that you had to ask that.
No, he is wearing a baseball cap, though. The cap has the logo of a Houston-based team.
Where does your ID say you're from? Can I see?
The Houston Astronauts
Houston
is
Astronauts.
the baseball cap that he has on.
Okay. Bob from Houston, probably. I'm putting quotes around Bob.
Look, this is where I got the information.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right. With that, we'll go ahead and take it back to Zeb. Looking, if you get like straighten yourself up. I know you went up there to lean on the railing and enjoy a cigarette. But if you do like stand up straight, kind of tilt your head back a little, you can look over the steel mill fence and you can just start to see over the tree. Past the trees, you see that it's open field. There is a good 120 yards of just flat, short grass before you get to an interior chain link fence and the actual steel mill buildings beyond that. You see off in the distance a man holding 3 dog leashes with what looks to be a rifle slung over his back, walking these dogs around the property. Seems that they actually mean it when they say no trespassing.
All right. So I know that the steel mill is going to be a dangerous place if we ever have to go there.
If you ever have to trespass, it is an official place of business.
Trespass.
Look, if you need steel, resources too could get you some steel, a little bit, maybe.
All right. I'll write that down in my notes.
Rebar.
Now I'm convinced that we're going to need steel for something, but obviously
You
we won't.
never know.
Yeah, exactly.
You never know. All right. So you've put the pedal on the gas for this tracker, I guess is what you would call him. At least that's his relationship to you right now.
Some guy.
Yeah, some guy. Where to now?
Oh, did we use any of those resources? Do we need to remove a point?
No, your resource pool is unaffected.
All right, cool.
For now. The money hasn't been drawn yet.
Where do y'all want to go? I know he was last sighted at the church. So, I mean, I figured that's probably a good first place to start, looking around.
Dude, there's like zero breeze here, man. We got to go to like where the church is. There's nothing here, dude.
I'm gonna put you on that hollow ground, see what happens.
Yeah, that's right.
You
We'll
burn up.
feel something then. The 4 winds will come in, and yeah, we'll have something.
Oh, hopefully he doesn't fall through this hollow ground.
I'm gonna assume that Isaac has joined us.
Summer breeze makes me feel fine.
No, he's still making up with Norma, so we gotta wait
That's tonight.
till he gets
that around the office all night.
That'll be
all day.
tonight.
He's got her all steamed up, and now he's gonna iron it out.
Bring on that
I'm trying
nice
for the funny award.
charm.
If we don't have a car or anything like that, so are we
Correct.
gonna walk there, or can we take like a taxi or an Uber or something like that?
You could arrange transportation. You can walk there. The decision is up to you all. Walking would
I'll ride the Razor electric scooters we can rent.
Oh yeah. Download the app on your phone. No, you got to put your payment info in.
Damn it!
Oh, they said they don't have no scooters here. Damn. And we already paid the subscription.
Closest one is 27 miles away.
Yeah.
Isn't that a ravine?
You're in a no ride zone.
There, if you choose to, you would be able to get transportation from like a rideshare company.
I think that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
I would say that it's far enough away that walking's going to just waste too much time.
This is going to cost us 27 resources. Rideshares are expensive.
Packing into the car, you head on your way to the church, taking in all the wonderful sights of kind of shit houses. Some oh, that's a nice store over there. Looks like somebody invested in that property. Oh, look, a little garage sale. How cute. You get towards the center of the town. You're not quite in the downtown area here in Copano Nuevo, just outside of it, but it is a denser part of the town. There are older buildings, older styles of buildings out here. And you make it to the church. You find yourselves just outside of the People's Mission Bridge of the Fellowship Harvest Church of the Valley.
The church. People's Mission Bridge.
I can send it in a group chat for the actual name proper.
So it's the People's Mission Church of the Salivating Bridge of Sally.
Sure. Most people
all right.
ask the driver before you leave. He says, "Oh, most people just call it Church of the Valley." Name's stupid long.
Cool. I'm making note of that then. All right.
All right. I guess we'll get out, and the first thing that I would want to start looking for is this rumored statue.
So the church itself seems to be particularly well funded. It's its own lot that's a bit larger than the buildings nearby. It has well maintained lawn, bushes, a few floral arrangements. You can see off to one side a smaller building, presumably where the priest lives, connected via a covered walkway. And in that recess is the courtyard itself. There are a few paths that lead up to this statue of Saint Andrew.
Is Saint Andrew a specific saint? Patron saint of killing investigators or something?
I don't think it's that, but he is a real saint.
Yeah.
It's not that one, I guarantee you.
Okay. But in our world, is it relevant, I guess? Because if it's not relevant, then it's not really worth pushing it. But yeah.
It's not something that you know of right now.
Okay, cool. As Zeb said, Crawford would start looking for a statue. I would say, especially saying what Jonesy's saying, we needed to get there. Jonesy's just going to do he's going to kind of like stretch his fingers out, feeling for the breezes and the ebb and flow of energies in the area, man.
This place does feel calm. Instead of other places in town where it felt boring, this feels serene.
Nice.
Like there's a buzz here, but it's not. There's not a whole lot to it. It's kind of nice to just be here.
So I definitely I will use your words for that one. I'd be like, oh man, this place has a good buzz going on, guys. This is a good place. Yeah.
Crawford, you notice that it looks like to get to the statue, you'll have to go through the church proper. It seems closed off to the public.
Well, then
that's sign outside that says famous creepy statue inside only.
Admittance $5.
Yeah.
Churches are usually quite public.
This way to the egress.
You have to go through the gift shop to get there.
Yeah. If I'm not noticing anything particular out in the main courtyard, then I guess our first step is going to be to go into the church and see if we can talk to an authoritative figure.
All right. You head in. The front door is unlocked. There's a welcome sign. For Texas heat reasons, the door is closed. Walking in, the room is a lot dimmer than it is outside. There are lights on, but it looks like they try to get as much natural light in here as they can. There's no stained glass, but the windows do seem quite fancy. Like the way they're bordered, the way they're set in, it's very clear that a lot of care has been put into the presentation and upkeep of this church.
Does it feel modern or does it feel old school?
It's closer to old school, but it's clear that they've put in modern amenities.
It actually feels
for people's
near
comfort.
modern.
Like they have a projector and they've got a rock.
Yeah. There's a projector. You can see a what's very clearly an added in ventilation system, a HVAC system.
Right.
There's you couldn't see it from outside, but it's clear that an extension has been made for restrooms.
So it's been modernized.
Yeah.
So even has like 3-prong electrical outlets. They're all completely upgraded. Yeah.
It's clear that the experience here is meant to be as comfortable as possible for the what is it, parishioners?
Church goers.
Parishioners would be one word for it. Yeah.
The flock.
Yeah, the flock.
Just a side note here.
Yeah.
Congregation is another one. Yeah.
I did look up what St. Andrew was the saint of.
Cult members. No.
St. Andrew is the saint of many things, but I found one that I like, and he's the saint of sore throats.
Okay.
Somebody give me a lozenge.
Where's St. Andrew when you need him?
We've all learned something new today. Once you're inside, doors close behind you, and you're really taking a gander at everything inside here. One of the clergy does approach you, broom in hand. Hello, this is a man well into adulthood, but I wouldn't call him middle-aged. He's still quite a young man. Was there something you needed help with?
Howdy there, Father. Oh,
no, I'm not the father.
Oh well, I never know what to call y'all.
Okay, stepson.
Normally he calls everyone daddy. He got formal today.
Cousin. Third brother twice removed.
Go on,
sorry,
Zach.
go ahead, Crawford.
Sorry. Everybody got quiet. My dog is howling upstairs.
Oh, I see. Well,
just when you needed to not talk. Yeah.
The clergy member said, "Please call me Richard."
Well, hey, how to do, Richard? We're just a couple of them old cryptozoologists blew into town, trying to follow some interesting leads we got, and we were hoping that we could, cleanse our bodies of the supernatural in this here church, and we figured we'd go see St. Andrew over there in the courtyard back there.
So, excuse me, this is not something that we get very often. You said you're a crypto zookeeper?
Yeah, crypto, whatever. It's fine.
Crypto.
So then you were looking to get the Father's blessing?
It couldn't hurt.
We're just rather intelligent people trying to go and study everything at all times, and we're really curious about your statue.
There is. I can bring some literature and teach you the history of Saint Andrew if that's what you're looking for. The Father is not available right now, so he won't be able to give you his official blessings for anything. But if you do wish to see the saint, then by all means, the door to the courtyard is that way. Although it is starting to get quite warm, should you need refreshments, there is also a water fountain that can be found out there.
Well, much appreciated, Richard. What time? Wait, where is the it? What time do you think the father will be in? Because I would like to talk to him.
Oh, I imagine he'll be in before lunchtime. He's just running some errands right now.
All right. Well, boys, if we want to go check out that statue, it sounds like a good waste of time. I mean, you know, a good use of our time.
The backdrop to this is there's the Jonesy is in the background, like with his hands out, trying to feel the energies and like looking like a very slow motion version of somebody surfing, just the motions just swaying back and forth with the arms out kind of thing.
Are you okay, sir?
Yeah, don't pay him no mind.
He's in a state. He's trying to figure things out. Just let him go with the flow.
You got a nice breeze here, not father.
Breeze.
Yeah, man. You don't feel it? You feel it?
The energy of your lord.
Of course.
Or whatever. Yeah.
Or just chill vibes.
Cool, man.
Of course, his presence would be felt in his house here.
Yeah,
Dude,
well,
the door is that way.
house?
Yeah, I apologize for my eclectic group of friends.
This is a big house.
He's got a huge house, man.
He just kind of politely ushers you through the door to the courtyard. What just happened? It's just kind of his whole energy about it.
He will never know.
That was one awkward dick.
That's Isaac's thing. He just thinks everyone's a dick.
No, it's
Getting-
Richard.
Oh,
Yeah, well, his father was Big Dick. He's Little Dick.
Anyways,
His brother's
the courtyard
little dick. He's
itself is quite nice. There are a few trees for shade with benches set up underneath them. The sun has now come into its full light at this point in the morning. The statue is posed so that it seems to welcomes you to him. It beckons you to come forward. The water fountains that the clergyman pointed out are off to one side, covered by the walkway.
I guess we walk up to the statue. Let's go.
Now, this is the statue that we've heard has weird things happening with it, right? Because that's my first thing. I'm like, is it bleeding? Is it crying? Is it? I'm immediately like looking for the stuff that we've heard.
This is the statue that you know Victor Cruz was last seen at, and you were told it was the last known location of 5 others before they went missing.
Cool.
Well,
It's
there's a
about to be
statue,
8
right?
others.
I would. I'd like to take a look around the back of the statue, just try to examine it closely for anything that might stick out to me. Things like that.
Okay. Go ahead and then what do I want you to do for? I guess this will be a wits investigation or intelligence investigation.
And I can just pick.
Yeah.
All right. I'll do intelligence investigation. Now, when it comes to our specializations, can those be active at any time? Do I have to say whether or not they're active?
You'll have to remind me that you're using them. So when I go back up through the chat log or check the roll, I'll know, okay, that's in play.
All right. Then, yeah, I'm going to activate my subatomic intrigue specialization.
Go
ahead.
What is the rationale here?
Well, I'm a subatomic physicist.
Okay.
So I have intrigue of all things that are material to this world, right? I need to understand the ins and outs of the matter that I see before me, whether it's this statue or the blade of grass. It
I
is
see.
inherently in my nature to investigate these things, to break them down to their most core components.
I see. Now, follow-up question.
Yeah.
What tool or methodology are you using to study its subatomic structure? Because the naked eye is not going to be able to do that.
Your tongue, your tongue, your tongue, your tongue.
But with my encyclopedic knowledge and eidetic memory, I know I can tell what kind of stone this is made out of, and through my already pre-existing knowledge, know it's subatomic atoms.
No.
Okay.
I got a wrench.
That's subatomic intrigue is not going to apply here.
All right, no worries.
Hmm.
Then I will do intelligence, and you said investigation, right?
Yes.
Roll.
That was
Intrigue so small that you need a mass spectrometer to find it.
I'd like to shoot the statue. No, just kidding.
all right.
It was 2 successes.
Okay. With
Ooh.
2 successes, you can tell that the statue itself looks to mostly be made of marble, a white marble. But you can tell that it's been restored a few times, as there are certain sections of it that are clearly not the same cut of stone or even the same quality of marble. You can see a few places on the plinth, and as well as a couple of the fingers, but also one of the sections of the face has been restored in such a manner.
Interesting. Hey, Jonesy,
Yeah, man.
what you think about this little place up there by the face? Little
What kind of vibes? I don't know, man. The whole place is kind of all right.
Jonesy,
I
as
don't-
you've stepped into this courtyard, that calm buzz that's been around has been spiking up every so often. You've gotten that whoosh across the hairs on the back of your neck. As you get up to the statue proper, you look at this section that Crawford has pointed out, and you can feel an itch on the back of your neck.
Oh man, this ain't good, dude. The face thing. No, that's not good. It's like Two-Face for all the wrong reasons or something, man. Ain't right. You can almost feel the. Well, maybe you can't,
I cannot.
but you would remember if you did.
Does
That's right, man.
if he did something like touch the statue, would it change his perception of his surroundings? Is that how his supernatural ability works?
So the unseen sense for me too would require at some point. I think you're going to tell me to roll something to get something out of it. But in general, the unseen sense is when there's some kind of phenomenon happening. I've chosen it manifesting as like an itch on the back of my neck or a breeze. So it's more up to Eli for that.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's something that I can initiate with that in mind, because part of what I was going to do was that I was going to describe it as, like the close my eyes and like a blind person feeling the face for something that you can't see kind of thing. Because all of my gifts are for feeling, not for seeing.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll me a presence unseen sense.
So for me, that would be 6 of them dice things. So let me find the D10 and click the 6. And what we end up with here? I got 2 8s.
That is 2 successes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very nice.
Okay.
2 successes.
So you
So definitely the idea is my eyes would be closed, and then my hands I would just reach up to the face and just like kind of feel over the face. This is what the nose feels like. This is the cheekbone structure. This is maybe feel the spot that was repaired or whatever it might be.
all right. Trying to get this the more tactile sensation. Close your eyes. You try to just get into the groove of this
Yeah, man, if you
courtyard.
can't feel it, it ain't real.
Yeah.
Just seeing it doesn't make it real. You got to feel it, man.
Can't wait till we meet Joe's next character. After this goes, and you
the,
ice fry.
as your hand starts to move towards its eyes, that itching sensation gets stronger. And as you think to yourself, no, I gotta know, I gotta see, I gotta feel, it's gotta be real to me. You hear the sound of a door opening quite quickly as a voice calls out from the church, "Please, no touching the statue."
I completely tune out the voice. I would be well in the middle of this. Now, somebody else might react to that, but Jonesy would be well into the middle of this, and I don't think he would even notice.
The clergyman Richard would be coming out and saying, like, I need you to get your hands off of the statue, sir.
Excuse me, he's looking at it. He was not going to harm it. Okay, step back.
I need him to stop.
I need 5 feet.
That is not something that is allowed here.
I need
the statue
5
is very
feet.
fragile, sir. I will call the police if you do not
need
stop
5
touching.
feet.
Okay, right. Go ahead and give me a manipulation intimidation.
All right. Where's intimidation?
And by the way, Eli, I'm trying to treat it kind of along the lines of, with my character, I have the meditative state, and it's almost like that, where I'm like just tuned out of the surroundings is the way I'm treating it.
Successes.
All right. 3 successes.
Oh my gosh, really? Wow.
You have effectively cowed this man. He looks like he has seen the devil. He grabs the cross around his neck, and he rushes back to the church, closing the door behind him.
Run away.
And I didn't even take my gun out. Oh, darn. Okay, proceed.
Jonesy.
Yeah.
You
hurry though.
You feel a bit of a pull off in one direction as you get up to the statue's eyes.
Like away from the statue, or a pull
away from the statue.
I like that Joe is like our drug sniffing dog.
Yeah, that's what I feel like at this point. Yeah. For the supernatural drugs, man. Wherever that pull leads, I would take one hand away from the face and just kind of point that way with my eyes still closed. It's just like a thing I'm going to do.
I'm going to watch the door, Crawford, if you want to go that way.
Yeah, I'll follow wherever Joe was pointing.
Give me a wits. Hold on, I had it here.
There's a breeze over there, man. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's going to be a wits investigation.
And that's for me?
Yeah.
All
right. Wits and investigation.
2 successes.
All right.
Nice.
With 2 successes, you see that you've come to the edge of this little concrete walkway around the statue, and a quick glimmer catches your eye, and you look down at the ground, and embedded into the dirt, right where the grass meets the concrete, you see something just wedged in there. Reach down, you pick it up out of the ground, and you find a broken smartwatch.
Broken smartwatch.
Isaac, does this look standard issue to you?
Let me see that. I look at it closely and see if it seems like it's standard issue. Like part of our organization.
Is part of like our organization.
Yeah. Serial number.
Back watch.
Yeah,
any symbols or anything that we would have had on any of our gear or anything.
So none of your gear actually has any
markings or anything.
Yeah, any significant markings, anything that's not stock to the item itself, is just not something that's on any of your gear.
We're not gonna be able to tell.
Yeah, with the clandestine nature of your organization, flaunting around your insignia is a very bad idea.
Look, let's,
When your company's go-to excuse is to impersonate a government official, letting people know who you are is not a great habit to get into. I have made available to you all a handout in Roll20.
Oh,
Busted tech.
let me see.
Not seen. How do I do that again? It's been a bit.
It's
The journal tab.
Journal, yeah.
So I will go ahead and give the readout for Busted Tech. A broken smartwatch, popular amongst BAAC agents. It looks to have been stepped on, cracking a glass and some of the electronics inside. If you had the right equipment or the right friends, you might be able to salvage some of the information on it.
Ooh, I am both the right equipment and the right friend, I think. At least that's what I made my character to be. So let's see if I can actually do it.
The sleepy, good vibes repairman.
All right, let's get out of here. I am gonna guess we have like 3 minutes to get out of here before the cops arrive. I think that dick had a little pee-pee come out.
That poor guy.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be okay to kind of blow the scene for the time being, unless we run into the father, see the father.
Unless somebody's going to grab Jonesy away from the statue. He's still there. I mean, he's vibing with the statue, man.
And I'll pat
meditating.
So. Jonesy, JJ.
Oh, hey.
We found a thing. We found a watch.
Ah, you found it. Cool.
Yeah, you pointed us right to it, man.
I did?
Let's call this a win and get out of here before things get rough.
Yeah. All right. I think the breeze can carry us out now.
All right. You quickly leave the church.
Do we see him like in the room, or is he like on the phone, or is he hiding, like nowhere to be found? Richard.
You don't see Richard when you go back into the church.
Sorry, Richard. I had COVID. I gotta go.
He's in the confessions box.
It wasn't me. It was the chewed up knee brace.
We didn't actually touch the statue, just so you know, wherever you are. Hope your pants dry soon. Let's go.
Hope your pants dry soon. That's going to just be the standard way we say goodbye to everyone. Hope your pants dry soon.
Hope your pants dry soon.
I mean, if you can keep it up with these intimidates.
There you go. Yeah.
It's been jinxed officially.
And I've decided as a character thing, to your point, Eli, we wouldn't have logos from our company or anything on our stuff. But for Jonesy to know which of his items are for work and which are personal, he has hand carved a number 12 onto all of his work items. So like all of his tools just have a number 12 hand scratched into the metal surface.
Okay,
and stuff,
yeah.
just to remind him what stuff is for work.
Understood.
So 12 is going to be on my stuff.
All right.
So I definitely want to take a look at the watch.
Yeah, good to know in case you get lost.
Yeah, exactly.
So you exit the church.
Okay.
Where are you going now?
Yeah, that's a good point.
I don't.
To the hardware store. We got to buy some things to fix this thing up.
Well, I don't know if I have to buy anything. I do have some tools. And this is, for me at least, this is what I was kind of, like I said, kind of the way I built the character. I want to just, one of the specializations I picked or created was electronics improvisation. So with electronics, just find a way to make it work. Like the old, the MacGyver or the Gilligan's Island thing. I need a coconut and a paper clip, and this thing is going to work. Right.
Yeah. Give me an intelligence crafts and go ahead and add your specialty to it.
Okay. Because I'm much better at wits than intelligence, but I did the craft thing because we talked about that too. So what do I add when it is a specialization? Just one more die, or what?
Correct.
Okay.
All modifiers are adjustments to the dice pool. So if I say you have a -2, that's 2 less dice.
Cool. All right. So then I'm looking at this 3, 7, 8. 8 of them dice. So I'm going to do. See if I clicked just the D10. I just clicked it once. Well,
All right,
let me,
so
let me-
that's you need 7 more.
I was gonna say, yeah. Let me click it again, and then click the 6. All right.
All right.
Got a 10.
So then I've
Ooh,
got
you have
Ooh.
1 success, 1 10, and 2 1s, and everything else just in the mid range. So that's
as it's-
not goodish.
as it stands right now.
-1.
You have -1 successes. You would have a
Nice.
dramatic failure.
Oh no.
But what can I do? Can I like reroll the
Reroll.
10 to try and make it no successes if I get
Yeah.
another success with that?
You can reroll the 10,
Okay.
and you could expend a willpower point
Oh
to
yeah, I will.
to give yourself 1 success. Well,
Okay.
this isn't in a situation like this. The willpower is going to give you an extra die to roll.
Okay.
The auto 1 success is for like life death situations.
Cool. All right. So let me re-roll the 10 first and have another 10.
Yeah.
Oh, you
10.
cleared the board. You're you're at 0.
So now you can just
Yeah.
roll the 10 again.
Can I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's indefinite as long
You
as
can
you
do this
It's called
forever.
10 again.
Yep.
Yes.
All right.
10
here we go,
again.
here we go.
10 again. Keep stacking.
8. At least
Yes,
it's a
Oh
yes.
my
success.
god.
All right.
Woo!
So
Crawled out of that hole.
Don't even have to use a willpower unless you want
So
to.
now
It's-
this is how I picture it. Like I said, the whole point is improvisation. I don't know how to fix it. It just gets fixed because I do stuff and it starts working. So like maybe I pulled a very important piece out of it first, realized it was needed, but that I could put it in a different direction and put a little bit of chewing gum on it or something, and
so
it started displaying some information or something useful.
this role specifically, and why I made it intelligence and not wits, was to gauge the severity of the damage. Even as somebody that jury rigs something, you know when something is beyond repair.
Yeah.
So this was to gauge, can I do this? Do I have what I need to do this? With 1 success, you know that you can definitely get it working. You'll get it in a powered on state. You don't know if you're going to be able to, read anything because the screen's just fucked. It's gone. You're going to need something
Yeah.
else to read that data. And
I
thinking
got
about it
that
now,
laptop.
you do have the laptop. You're definitely going to need at least a couple other tools. Any sort of tech shop is going to carry them, but you're going to need some extra tools.
All right. So it would definitely flag down the rideshare again.
Remember, City of Circuits is closed.
Find some kind of shadio rack around and get some electronic tools that'll help fix it up. That I would assume that would be covered under resources, or is that something we'd have to roll to actually find availability?
Because the tools that you need aren't super specialized, it'll be covered once you get to the store.
Cool.
That therein lies the issue, getting to the store.
Yeah. I was gonna say I could also imagine I don't know the name of what I need. I would have to be walking around the store until I looked at something and said that should fit, and then just pick it up. It's not like I could go to a clerk and say I need a Torx 8. All right, because I have no idea.
Oh, I have one of those. No, I'm just
I'm
kidding.
just gonna find something that looks like it'll work. Everything's by intuition. There's no real intelligence involved. In what I do.
Yeah. So
We would
how
like to go to the repair shop and they'll fix it for us.
you take it to a repair shop, they're gonna tell you like,
No,
Nah.
the pair store, not the repair store. This is a
buying 2 new ones isn't gonna fix the old one.
We could make it feel bad for being broken. It'll fix itself.
So then you're just walking further into town to try and find a computer store.
My thought was to get a ride share again, because whoever's driving in the area probably knows where there's a store that would have some kind of specialized tools.
Take
Would
us
I-
to where the dorks go.
Would I
Yeah.
be able to recall seeing a repair shop?
Oh, from the map study.
This is a
Mm.
card shop. I meant nerds.
Yeah,
I do-
Crawford is now that thing in the mall, the directory where you can just ask him where all the stores are. So
I
I'm
do
going
have that,
I'm going to say no. You do remember seeing several places that were like auto shops, but no, the map wasn't specific enough in what it portrayed, because a lot of those internet maps, they'll push specific stores or specific types of stores. That just wasn't one of them here.
yeah.
All
All you
right.
saw was Bob's. It didn't say Bob's Precision Machine Tools, right? Just Bob's. Okay.
So
So
you
for
want
me,
to-
then still, I my thought is find a driver who's local to the area and ask them.
so you'll want to wait here for a ride?
I don't
No,
know.
no,
I
we
don't
would-
care. Well,
front
Jonesy
of the
don't
church.
care.
We cannot wait in front of the church. There will be police officers. Just walk down the street.
How much time has passed? You said the sun was up, so I'm assuming it's around noon.
It's closer to around like 9 or 10.
Oh, okay. All right. So it's still early in the morning.
Yeah.
I'd be okay with waiting instead of just aimlessly wandering around.
It's been about 2-3 minutes since you exited the church.
I'd say let's call a taxi or whatever, see if he knows where an electronics store is, and then once we get the watch fixed, loop back to the church because I still want to talk to the father.
I'm sure
Okay.
that'll go over well.
Yeah. You guys can stay. You guys can stay in the car.
I'll give you 5 minutes, and if you don't come back, we'll leave.
I
Okay.
need to be there.
So, you arrange for a driver to come in and grab you.
Are you Steve?
Before the driver arrives, you do see a police car pull onto the street that the church is on. It's maybe 4 blocks away, but it's clearly coming down
We
towards
should
y'all.
probably get out of sight, guys.
Huh? I didn't do nothing. Can we
You got a gun, Isaac. Come on.
All right, shoot off it is.
I would prefer fellas.
You'll never take me alive, copper.
So since this church has kind of a bigger lot, but we are kind of downtown, right?
We're further on the peninsula, if I remember right.
Yeah, you're further down the peninsula. You're not quite downtown.
There's not like alleys or anything like that. If
Right.
we ran and hid somewhere, it would be in like a neighbor's front yard.
Yeah, it's mostly residential out here. There's a corner store that you know is nearby, but beyond that is when you'll start getting into the actual like business areas.
Oh boy, we got to get ourselves out of this mess somehow.
Look,
We're
we
in a
didn't.
mess, man. What mess are we in, dude?
Well, when you were in your trance state, Isaac
The
went off.
statue.
Yelling
Isaac
for
went all-
5 feet is not a crime, so I'm fine.
3
Isaac went
blocks.
all we all sick on the guy, and he ran away in terror, saying that he was going to call the police. Probably should have mentioned it before we stood out here for 15.
Oh man, you scared Richard, dude?
He was trying to stop you from your thing, so
Oh,
let's just explain to him that we didn't touch the statue and we just were looking at it. And then after he ran away, we felt bad and came outside.
Oh
we-
boy.
2 blocks.
Yeah. Does anyone have persuasion as a
Jesus.
thing?
I have presence and socialization, but I'm not persuading them per se.
Presence and
Oh.
I only have
and I do have 2 in I have 1 in persuasion, 2 in socialize, and 3 in intimidation if I want to do that again to the cop.
Not that
Listen
I have
here.
practiced, like, usually I have any practice running from the cops per se. However, I spent some time on the streets as a kid. Maybe I would know, a good place to just kind of hide somewhere.
Maybe
Or at least get out of sight where they would drive by and not notice us.
You know what? I think we saw
you
the
can give me-
chupacabra thing, and that's what I'll say.
Joe, you can give me a wits streetwise.
Wits and streetwise. All right, so I can actually click on both of those here. So witses and streetwises, and let's take a look at that. When I click the roll button, what do I get?
You always have to. I
Submit.
always forget that the modifier comes up.
1 success.
Better than none.
1 success says it said it in plural, so that means it's a plural one.
Yeah, it's
said
the royal one.
Yes.
You rolled with a wound penalty.
I don't even know what that came from.
You should not have any sorts of wound penalties. Wound penalties.
I don't, according to my sheet.
So
Eli,
you have
sent
full
you a
health.
message saying you were hurt by the statue.
Yeah, the health is all the way up there, so I'm not quite sure what's up with that. But anyway,
go ahead.
I could just roll the right number. I need to roll 6.
Yeah,
I could just roll 6 and see what happens. I'm sorry, 5, not 6.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me 3 more.
Yeah, because Streetwise is 2 and Wits is 3. So, what do you want me to roll? Sorry, 3 more.
Go ahead and roll me 3 more dice.
3 more D10s. I got a 5, a 9, and a 1.
Balanced out to 0.
So you're at 1 success total.
Yeah.
And 1 critical fail. Oh, plus the other
Hey.
one. Sorry. Yes.
So with a success, you know that the best way to avoid being stopped by the police is to not be where police are. So
I'm already not where they are, but I'm where they're going. So I guess I need to take this one level further. Wish I had more than 1 success.
you know that if you start walking down the road,
Yeah.
the cop will definitely know that you've been here. They'll have gotten to see you. They've probably already seen you.
Yeah.
Let's just talk
Honestly,
to the guy.
at
It's
this
all
point,
right.
if you're gonna escape the cop, there's no point in hiding it. You're gonna have to book it.
So I was thinking about that too. Everyone froze on my screen. I was thinking about that too.
You're still here.
Should we split up? Should one of us take a run for it? See if it draws the cops' attention.
You know what? I'm the best one to shoot my way out of this, so I'll take off.
1 block.
Hey, there you
I'm
go.
running across the street, and what's across there? You said residence, or was that towards the facilities and stuff, the businesses?
It's immediately across the road is a home, a single story home. Beyond that are a few more houses. Beyond that, you're not sure.
I'll find you guys some way. Bye. So I'm just gonna hoof it and cut through their yard and head towards their backyard and see what's behind there. Probably an adjoining yard from the next house, and continue on just in a straight line, so that the roads are parallel. So they have to turn and then turn and turn.
Crawford and Jonesy are just sitting there looking at the police and pointing where Isaac went. He's over there, man.
Okay, I'm going to need you to give me. This is going to be 3 contested rolls.
Okay, let's go to jail. Let's do it.
It is dexterity, athletics.
Dexterity
for each of these.
Athletics. I'm glad that I have a +4 and a +0. All right.
So
If
go
you
ahead
have
and roll.
0, you get a
Ooh.
-1 for unskilled in athletics, right? I don't mean to throw anything. I'm just trying to remember reading this.
Yeah, it's -1.
It's accounted for that.
It would take 3 dice.
So the first one is 0.
According to the readout, it's not just that it's 0, it's 2 1s.
Oh, is that? Huh.
Oh no.
It is a 1, a 2, and a 1.
Interesting. Well, can I add willpower to anything I choose to contest?
If you spent a willpower right now, it would remove one of those 1s, so you would be at a -1. That is the best that you could do right now.
it's a 0, right?
If you hover over the 0, it tells you what the actual dice was.
Oh, I'm looking at it just in your
Yeah, I
guys'
finally got it. I was trying to figure out where to hover. I got it on the screen now. So yes, you can see what he was talking about. He had a 1, a 2, and a 1. Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
So if I
Yeah.
used the willpower, wouldn't that just make it a 1 success, or would that?
It would make
just
it
be a negative
so
one.
right now you're at -2. Willpower
How-
gives you 1.
Oh, 0 success. Okay, so it's never mind. So it doesn't tell me if it's in the negative automatically. I have to hover over it. Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll use a willpower for a -1 there.
Okay.
I don't have
So-
very many.
If the officer gets 0 successes, then he does not catch you. Any
Well, he's gotta get out of
success,
his car,
and
so-
he will any success, and he will catch up to you.
Okay.
We don't get to see Eli's. No, there it is. Oh,
Oh my!
Oh my!
What's wrong with you, Eli?
This is
9, 9, and 10.
So
You're the
what
one
if he
who
gets?
busted twice?
He got every of the success.
Yes, and then some, and another extra.
Okay.
Oh my God, he got 4.
So out of 4 dice rolled, that is 4 successes versus your -1. So we're gonna have the dramatic failure here be
That's cool. I got a
in,
plan.
taking
Finally
the
have a plan.
landing.
All right, so
When it
I
comes
run
to
across the
dramatic
street.
Failure, Randy
He's a
always
block-
has a plan.
He's a block away. He immediately jumps out of his car and catches up to me, I guess,
Yeah.
as I'm
so
climbing over
you,
a fence.
you book it, and it's obvious that the officer was waiting for something. So as soon as you start running across the road, his car jerks to a stop. He's immediately out of the car, chasing you down. You get to the fence to the home's backyard.
Okay.
And right as you are reaching up for it, the officer tackles you from behind. As a matter of fact, he tackles you so hard that you both go through the wooden fence.
Uh,
The
Nice.
dramatic failure here on your part is that you are going to take. I'm going to roll 1 for each of his successes. You are going to take
Boom.
1 bashing damage.
1 bashing damage.
Yes.
All I have is health, and it's
Yeah. So
Doesn't
Are
say
they
anything
related? Or
click the
are they
first-
accounted for in different ways on the sheet?
yes, click the first box that's available under health. It should put a single slash mark in it.
yes.
Oh.
That is 1 bashing damage. If you get
Okay.
bashing damage up to the end, it starts back up at the top as lethal damage, which will be a second hash mark.
Ah,
So
Ooh,
you've
it
taken
does a third mark too.
that is represented by aggravated damage,
Oh.
or that represents aggravated damage.
Get the chupacabra off me! Oh my God, guys, help me! The chupacabra thing is on me that we
Please.
saw. It's on
This-
me. I can't get it off.
This
It
officer
feels
is
like a
having
human.
no nonsense from you, kind of taunting you a bit. Is
Oh, you're a
you know
person.
just the like, oh, what are you running from, huh?
Look, I thought I saw.
Start messing with. Or hold on a second. Where's yeah. Start messing with Father Forrester's church? Think you can get away from it, huh?
I thought I saw El Chupacabra, and I was trying to warn him to get away, but he would not back off. I tried to tell him to get away, and then he ran off. And I was going to apologize to him.
By
But
the
he was
time
gone.
that you have gathered your senses, you have been put into cuffs and put into the back of the patrol car.
Thank you for not reading me my Mirandas. See you in court, bitch.
Dash.
Really
Closes the door to the patrol car, and you look around to really take stock of your surroundings. And you see seated right next to you is the end of the episode.
Oh,
Damn, Randy, you did it again. That is so cool. So now I'm really curious what the cops in the church have going on.
interesting.
small
Hmm.
town, you know.
Eli, what end of session stuff do you want to do?
So first and foremost, we'll go through experience. So
Experience.
everybody here will gain 1 experience point for showing up to the session. Thank you for joining.
Yay.
Hey, hey.
All right.
Where do we mark this stuff?
bottom
Well,
right.
there's an experience. Yeah, experiencing on the character sheet.
Yeah.
I put under experience. I put 1 participant trophy.
Kids these days.
So not even bronze. It's like yellow, right?
It's just a plastic with gold plating on it.
Oh yeah, it's piss yellow because you made the Richard pisses pants.
Yeah, you big meanie. Hope your pants dry soon.
Hope your pants dry soon.
Yay.
You can say that to the cops when they let you out. Hope your pants dry soon.
I'm gonna have to write that down.
I made bail. Hope your pants dry soon.
There goes our 2 resources.
So the next point here is going to be learning curve. So over the course of this chapter, this session, I want to know what each of you have learned. So we'll start with Joe, then go to Zeb, then go to Randy. Joe, what did you learn this session?
I learned that Isaac's kind of psycho. In regards to the game session, though, for me at least, learning a little bit about the city, that it's got different areas in it. With that industrial area we were in, now we're in the church area, town area. We know that the cops have something to do with the church, and my first guess is the statue where it's been repaired. It's like been repaired with the souls of the damned or something. It's kind of freaky, right? So yeah, that's kind of where Jonesy is.
Okay. The Zeb, what did you learn? Oh, gain an experience point. I agree with your observations, Joe, or at least that you have learned something.
I definitely learned a decent amount about the town through the map and everything like that. I also learned that you can get soup in a cup anywhere you go. You just got to ask.
Anywhere you go, you went to a fast food place on the edge of town in what is clearly the wrong side of town. I think they just wanted you out.
I got soup in a cup though. Yeah, the police response times are immaculate in this very small town.
Pretty cool.
But we did also learn. We did also find at least some clue that is going to hopefully point us in a direction of our comrade.
Okay. I like your observation. So go ahead and gain an experience point. Randy, what did you learn over the course of the session?
I've learned that pretty much everyone in this whole entire area is pretty shady. We got the hotel runner in the day shift who has his own little people who may know random people that we give the names of, so he could be able to help
Andy
us.
won't even tell you his name.
He won't give us anything.
Yeah.
We learned that
won't tell you his name because he knows somebody who can find someone with just a name.
We saw those thugs, and they seem like they may have had some interesting things to say if we let it get that far. We learned that the like Joe said about the police in the church, especially Richard, seem to have something going on. So yeah, pretty much everyone is shady in this whole entire town, except for poor Steve, the Uber driver that's been picking us up.
Yeah,
Steven.
Anything else you want to add to that?
Irons are supply.
Yeah, irons are a rare resource, and they explode in 50 feet. They will be utilized as a weapon by Jonesy by the end of this campaign.
Yep.
As far as your initial point, I think that is an excellent thing to observe. You, my good sir, get 2 experience.
Oh, thank you.
Super observant.
Next point, role playing. I think everybody here did a good job of elevating the session, getting into character. Everybody did an excellent job of portraying themselves as unique individuals and cementing your spot in the world and in this group. So I want to award everybody here an experience point for role play.
Awesome.
Sooner or later, we will research something.
True. I got these 3 points in science that are begging to be used.
Yeah.
Next up, the point of heroism. I don't want to say that any heroic acts have been performed here, but I will say that Randy should get the point for heroism as he made the self-sacrifice play and immediately got.
A little bit of a selfless act. Yeah.
Thanks, Athletics. I blame you.
Yeah, we all just watched and just like turned around and scratched our heads.
I think the problem was when Isaac was deciding to make a run for it, Crawford and Jonesy were tying his shoelaces together because the role.
I have my shoes tied together. This doesn't make sense at all.
Yeah, the role he had would reflect such a reality. Yes. 2 1s and a 2, for goodness sakes.
Now we will move on to my personal ones. First of all, best joke. Who do we feel had the best joke, or at least the bit that had the most laughs? Any volunteers?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm
Joe?
trying to think of the whole entire session.
Joe, you were looking at the camera pretty intensely. Did you have something in mind?
No, I was thinking. The thing is, there were some funny things that I didn't say, and I'm going back to those in my head, which doesn't make sense. So the reason I say it, there was this one spot where when Crawford went to look for the watch, I'm pretty sure both Randy and I did a double take at the clock in the corner of our screen, because when you were wording it, Eli, you're like, and you come upon the edge. It's like I was waiting for the end of the episode. You're like the edge of the grass where this thing comes together, and that's where the watch. And I swear you were going to say the end of the episode, and I was laughing in my head. That was a funny joke, but it never happened. But yeah. So that's my answer. My answer is the stuff I didn't say was the funniest stuff.
Well,
ever.
I'm not going to award XP for things that didn't happen. So if nobody has any real contenders, we'll move on to the next bonus point.
Okay.
Next bonus point is best scene. Who had the best scene, or had the most impact in the way a scene went through this session?
I got to give it to Jonesy for his little voodoo sense scene when he's going to the face of the thing and the door opening and him pointing to the other direction. That was pretty badass. I really liked that. That was great.
I was going to nominate myself, but I was going to call it for feeling up the statue. Yeah.
All right. And
Trying to get
yes,
Ed.
if you do think that you earned the bonus point, absolutely nominate yourself.
I didn't want to do that for the hope your pants dry soon, because that's stuck with people. But sure.
Zeb, where do you lie on this?
No, I agree with them in terms of what actually progressed us in any way. It was definitely Joe did.
So then, Joe, go ahead and give yourself that bonus point.
Got it. I think before that, I would have almost said, for me at least, for a visual, thinking of Crawford going up to the second floor balcony just so he could ash his cigarette onto people beneath, I thought that was a nice picture in my head. I like that one. It didn't progress the scene, to Zeb's point.
No, nothing I did was everything I did this entire session was flavor text.
Nice.
Hey,
Mine
that's
was
how a
just jokes.
role-playing session goes.
Mine was just bad jokes the whole game. So
Flavor
you gotta
text makes it
have the
delicious.
setup. You gotta have the jokes. You gotta have the guy that's doing something.
Yeah. And sometimes they kind of all come together, and then the cops show up and one of your characters gets caught.
yeah.
It's a risky business, man.
Okay. The last one is who played their character to the best of their ability, who had the best specific role play instance.
I feel like we all kind of did really good with our characters for the most part. My character is already meant to be psychotic. Joe's is kind of spacey, and
I was gonna say, if Isaac is meant to be psychotic, I gotta give it to Randy, because Isaac kind of scared me a little.
Yeah, especially with his incessant request for the iron. It was like it's just like it's never gonna end. This guy's
Look,
crazy.
This guy,
He's like giving the old lady at the counter the 3rd degree. Look, there's empty rooms, right? Are there irons in those rooms? Huh? Give me a damn iron, lady. And
He is-
clearly, she was affected enough to talk to her manager about it, or at least he who should not be named.
or at least
Yeah.
the
So,
morning
yeah.
shift guy. But yeah, he is meant to be played as a psychotic scientist guy who he was a chemist, so maybe the chemicals got to his brain, so he's just a loose, unhinged person. That's also why the gun is so high up in this whole
He
entire
keeps
situation.
mentioning the gun too.
yeah. It's I can't wait to see when it actually gets used.
I was trying to go the whole get out of this with the chupacabra thing, but didn't happen.
So I think I agree. I do think that Randy had the most unique role play and got into it the furthest. So go ahead and give yourself another bonus XP.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
And that will wrap up the experience point portion of this. Does anybody have any closing thoughts?
I just hope your pants dry soon.
Hope your pants dry soon, buddy.
The state of my pants are of no concern of yours.
Nice. So, I guess the question I have is where do you expect us to be picking up the next one? Is it like picking up Randy at the police station, or well, I'm sorry, not Randy in this case, Isaac. We pick up Randy at the police station all the time.
I'm at the
Yeah.
I'm
just thinking of a strategy on how to handle like the opening, because I'm already thinking of what my character would be doing.
So Isaac will be hauled off to the police station. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, unless Crawford wants to start popping shots at the police car.
I don't want to do that.
All right, so
free me out, kill him, free.
We'll have time pass.
Just a shoot out this whole ride.
We'll say that the rest of the day will go through, and we'll pick back up at the start of the now 3rd day of the investigation.
Cool. All right.
And we'll start off the next session with the roll for jury rigging the watch.
Yeah.
If you want to do that without Isaac present.
Yeah, I think I would definitely work on it. But yeah, great. So that's a cool place to pick up the next one. So yeah, I really enjoyed this. I thought it was a lot of fun. Yeah, we were goofy as always, but I think it kind of fit with the kind of the way we wrote our characters out.
Of
So,
course, guys.
I think it's working well. Cool. All right. Well, with that, we'll wrap this one up, and we can all say bye
bye.
Adios.
The preceding podcast was brought to you by One Joe Young. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com.
You know, I've been pretty much joked out of this, but that's okay. I still think that Richard is a huge dick.
I hope his pants dry soon.
He's a little dick. Chowd.